Gary, we finished off our home and away campaign with quite an impressive 36-point victory over Sandringham in tough conditions on Sunday. Many people saying it's probably the best all-round performance we've put in for a very long time. Did you share those sentiments?
Yeah, I agree with those, Sammy. I think considering the wind, considering the rain, and potentially what we had done at the selection table as well, even though 4 of those were forced with injuries of one degree or another. But I think our contribution level per player was much higher than what it had been. Obviously the fact that we won every quarter, I think we had something like 125 tackles. Now again, the conditions were conducive to that as well, but I thought our contest work was really good. We halved a lot of contests, and obviously then to be able to have 3 goals to 1 when they had the breeze in the first quarter, I think that certainly set a fairly positive pattern for the rest of the game. So yeah, we walk away hopefully with a momentum building form line heading into the finals.
We saw you switch up a couple of things tactically entering this game, but then the weather closed in, as we know. Does that mean that much of your pre-game planning does go out the door when such torrential conditions roll in halfway through the game? Because it really does become a fundamentally based contest after that.
It does, but I think in most games you are having to be fundamentally based anyway, and when you do have those conditions, it is really about an adjustment and also to adapting to what goes on during the game. And I thought early on we probably just overdid it just a little bit, but by about halfway through the first quarter I thought we adjusted pretty well, and from that point on we played according to the conditions. We seemed to get some really good entries quickly inside our forward 50. We had 22 scoring shots on goal in those conditions, and I think we only had something like 44 entries inside, so we were pretty efficient once we got it in, and I think some guys, as I said, really were able to improve their performance and play to a standard that we obviously like. And I thought guys like Jared Blair, Eli Templeton, Mac Rivette coming back for his first game in quite a while. I think Matty Signorello, his last 6 weeks has been really positive from his point of view, and obviously getting Izzy Conway back in there in those conditions. I think he had 14 tackles, Jared Blair 15, and even Eli had 10 tackles, so it was a pretty good effort all round from our mids.
And so we take stock now, and we're currently sitting 5th ahead of our last round bye. We do know that our elimination final will be at Adcon Stadium in a couple of weeks, and it's just a matter of sitting back to see who our opponent will end up being. What's this week now going to look like from a training and I suppose a home club participation point of view?
Yeah, we won't do much tonight, obviously, because of the way the game was played yesterday, so it'll be pretty short and sharp. Then we'll have a look at the game on Wednesday, so we won't review it tonight. We'll just work on what we did well and what we can do better, and then we'll have a good hit out on Wednesday, and then there'll be a squad that'll train on Friday, and we'll try and plan this next 2 weeks really with obviously that final in mind. And there's going to be some guys that haven't had the body of work that I would have liked, and they'll go back and play with their home clubs on the weekend, and that'll again just be fine-tuning them for hopefully the following week. So yeah, we'll plan as we always do, again with the goal in mind is to obviously get through to that first final with a pretty good squad intact that we can select our best team from, and then we hit the finals from that point on.
Well, Gary, I speak on behalf of everyone in congratulating you, the players and your fellow coaches in your work thus far, and he's hoping we've still got several weeks of our 2019 journey left to play out. Enjoy it and best of luck.
Good on you, Sammy. Appreciate it.